For those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time, care to share where you were born?
Hey, where I'm from, Duval County, or know that is Jacksonville, Florida.
And care to share where you were raised?
That's the same thing, ain't it?
Well, sometimes people are born but raised elsewhere.
Duval.
Now, does it get any more specific than that for you? Like a specific portion of Jacksonville or Duval
The
County?
West Side. You already know what's going on. It's the West Side.
Does it even get more specific than that?
The West Side. You already know what's going on.
Now, what ages were you raised on the west side of Jacksonville or Duval County exactly for?
Shit, majority of my life, for real. Like, just something about that West Side, you feel me? Like, I can't go to no other side of town. Even if I'm in Texas or if I'm in Tokyo, I gotta be on the West Side.
But specifically in regards to Jacksonville, is there a numeric age you were raised on the west side for
All my life.
and still reside?
Yeah, 103rd, Rick Road, Jamies, you feel me? Normandy, Sweetwater. I gotta shout the whole West Side out, you feel me?
And care to share your current age at this point?
I am 26, I'll be 27 in July.
And specific day in July, perhaps?
July 13th, Teen Cancer.
Now, what was that really like growing up on the west side for you up until this point?
Honestly, it wasn't that bad for real. You know, like I say, I tell a lot of people, like, they ask me how was it growing up in Jacksonville or the West Side. I just tell them, like, my generation made it bad now. You feel me? Like, we had the ice cream truck, we had the candy lady, we were just kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, playing basketball. Everybody either wanted to play basketball or football, karate, whatever it was, skateboard. But I guess as we got older, like, life started hitting. And then even the generation, like, younger than me is just getting worse, you know? So me growing up on the West Side, it wasn't that bad for real, to me.
Now, for you, what was the top point during that upbringing on the west side up until this moment? What was your highest point or most positive moment growing up?
Now, growing up wasn't that bad. You know, my mama went through certain stuff I can't speak on out of respect for her, but losing friends, you know, family members, going to like 5, 6 funerals a month. I went to 2 funerals in one day. And right now in my life, I'm honestly at a point in my life where I'm just accepting everything for what it is, learning how to heal, and just, you know, continuing to believe in my God, you know, and be happy and do what I love to do, and that's music.
When it comes to 2 funerals in one day, losing people in your life, was that the bottom point for you during your upbringing, or was there even a worse moment than that you experienced?
That would be the worst. You know, I lost my best friend at 15. My brother got killed last year. So, yeah.
And when you use the phrase brother, you speaking biologically or just using the phrase?
Just using the phrase. This has been my best friend. I'm 26. We've been best friends since I was like 14.
Now, mentally, has this been something you sought any professional help over?
No.
Like a mental health professional of some sort, for example?
No, but I do need it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It affects me sometimes. Like, I mean, I'm not really the type of person to grieve, like cry a lot, but it affects me in a lot of ways. Like, sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm alone, sometimes I don't want to talk to people. You feel me? Sometimes I don't want to get close to people. I just want to be alone.
Now, for you, how were you able to survive that upbringing on the west side? There are some that don't make it.
Just stay out the way. You know, I put music first. Money, you know, I stayed out the mix. You know, I made sure my face card was good. That's really all you could do, just to stay out the way.
There are some people who say things like, don't know if I'll make it to see the age of 18 or 21, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any of these thoughts yourself growing up in that environment?
Yes. Um, I wouldn't say I was supposed to, but I thought I was going to die on my 16th birthday. Um, I got in a high-speed police chase, and the car almost crashed. So, been through a lot of other situations, 18, 19, 20. But, hey, I'm here.
Now, you mentioned you're 26 going on 27.
Yes.
What do you make of that outcome? Now that you are on the other side of that equation, there was a moment when 16 might not been in the future for you. 10 years later, what are you thinking at this point?
I made it. You know, I'm blessed. You know, I got a lot more to live for, you know. At that age back then, I was living for other people, you know, like making sure they were straight. I wasn't putting myself first. So now, the age I'm at now, I just realized, like, I got me, I got my mama, I got my family. I got to live for something. I got to stand for something.
Knowing what you know now, on the other side of that coin, hypothetically speaking, what would you have said to your younger self back then?
Everything is going to be okay. This probably might be the first time I talked about it or spoke about it, but I thought about multiple times of suicide. I'm good now, but I would tell my younger self it's going to be okay. Just keep pushing through. You know, everybody ain't your friend. You know, it's going to be times where you're going to be alone. You got this. Just stay strong.
When it comes to those thoughts on suicide back in the past, was it just a thought or did it ever go further than that?
It went further. I was dating this girl named Shadow at the time, and I was just at a breaking point to where like my family members was like passing away, homeboys was passing away, almost homeless. You know, like I wanted to do music really bad. I was working at a shoe store. Like I just was like, nah, fuck this shit. Like. And I had a gun to my head, and she walked in at the right time.
Did you have it cocked back?
Yeah. It was finna go. You don't tell nobody when you finna do something, because that means you just looking for sympathy. But I didn't tell nobody. I was finna I see y'all boys, you know, in the next lifetime. I ain't care.
What age was this when this took place?
20 years old.
Now, you mentioned previously that this younger generation than your upbringing, things are getting worse. Are you able to share why that is? What are you able to pinpoint?
I mean, it could be a lot of things, you know, as far as like family going through stuff. You know, someone selling out about they dead homeboy, cool points, you know, to get their rank up. It could be a lot of stuff, but it gotta chill, you know. It's getting out of hand for us, so.
Now, there are those that can state the problem, just like you have, but do you have any solution to this problem?
Cartoons. I honestly feel like if they bring back the old Cartoon Network, the old Nickelodeon, if they start making more stuff inside the city, like clubs, more community centers, I honestly really might feel like the crime rate will go down. Cause I used to be outside, like hanging out for real. And then I think at like one point they had like a series of like all the old cartoons. I cut my phone off. I'm watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo. I'm watching all that, you feel me? Like, it took me back to my childhood. I'm in the house. That, for me, you feel me? If you want me to stay out of trouble, cut on some Powerpuff Girls, give me some candy, we straight.
Out of all those cartoons you mentioned, maybe even ones you didn't, did you have a personal favorite?
Powerpuff Girls. To this day, if I can't sleep, I'm cutting on Powerpuff Girls.
Is it a favorite character for you? Favorite episode, perhaps?
The green one. I get them. It's been so, you know what I'm saying? I think it's butter. I think it's Buttercup. The green one, yeah, Buttercup.
Favorite episode?
Gang Green Gang. When they tried to rob the bank, I named my group after Gang Green Gang, the pop-up girls. It was a group of like fungus people, and they kept trying to rob the bank. They kept trying to do something, but the pop-up girls kept stopping them. And I felt like when I was 16, everything that I wanted to do, a lot of people kept stopping me from what I was trying to do. I just felt like nothing was going through, so I just named my label, I named my group Gang Green Gang, but I just switched it. Like, it was Gang Green, but I named it Gang Green. And that's what it is.
If there is someone in the audience that's of that younger generation than you, watching or listening to this interview, anything you want to personally say to that person?
Yes. I want to let you know that it's going to be okay. I want to let you know, just if you're a believer of God, just keep praying every single day. Just keep working hard. Don't give up, you know. You got your mama, you got your daddy. If you don't got nobody, you got yourself, you know. Just keep going. Don't give up.
Now, you mentioned God here. Do you follow a religion by any chance?
Muslim.
And for you, why Islam?
Because I learned a lot of things that I thought was real, and I was proved wrong. So that's what I am.
Now, does it get any more specific under that religion for you? Like a particular denomination, for example, under Islam?
I'd rather not speak on religion due to my supporters.